It has been so long since I've recorded something. Hello everybody, I am Yeets. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not, I am surprised you waited this long. Either that or you're just one of my friends that I'm sending this video link to. This is Never Down, a only up style game that I've played a lot in my spare time. But obviously, as you can tell by this, it is VR. Wondrous, wondrous VR. Now, the version I'm playing is the early access, which means I only have access to this one level. So this is meant to be like a lot more calmer. Just talk. I've been here a couple times in my own time. I think I have a record of 33 minutes. I'm going to see if I can beat that and just talk while doing so. So I'm going to restart the time. Now, why is it fixed? To explain the movement, it's quite simple. You just gotta put your hands to the floor. And essentially just rolling your hands, you can jump using just by slamming both hands. And if you press the trigger, you dash. Fairly simple movement. In the same way you can walk, you can also just climb walls. It's fairly simple in terms of movement, but sometimes collisions can get fucking awkward. So, as I said, I intend for this to just kind of be talking. As of the time recording this channel's got 42 subscribers. I've been trying YouTube for a while. Not really got far. Like, this channel has gone through a lot of different stages. And a lot of them there is no fucking evidence for because I burned it all. Like, this started with fucking gotcha. Which, at the time, I mainly just did because I wanted a way to... I have a creative brain. Whether I like it or not, I think up stories ideas sometime, and at the time the only way for me to try share it was gotcha. Which, my god, did I do an awful job of. Which, obviously by the fact I'm not doing it anymore, I wasn't exactly happy with it. Like, irrelevant of how well they were performing, for the time I would spend for each video doing that, I wasn't never really happy with the quality of it. And ultimately I stopped trying to make it, because it would take me multiple days for one episode of something that barely anyone watched and I wasn't quite happy with. Ended up just becoming a convoluted mess of lore, because the way my brain works, I don't really put into consideration other people when it comes to like lore and stuff, because I know how it's meant to go. I know the stories, I know the characters' laws, I know the backstory, I know who they do and don't like, I know their abilities, and because I know this, my brain doesn't think to express that. So that ultimately resulted in videos that were about 5 minutes and effectively just shit posts with characters that I'd made and weren't properly fleshed out, because my brain has it that I know what exactly is happening with them, so I would assume that everyone else would, which does not work well for trying to make quality shit, because you watch it back and it's just miserable. As a result, anything gotcha that I posted on this channel was deleted about a year ago, maybe 2, and that is simply gone now. I don't even have the files for the videos because they were on my old phone, which is fucking shattered. So that part of the channel's been long gone. But before that I tried vlogs when I was like fucking 14 and I didn't really know what people wanted. I experimented with the idea of copying essentially Pokemon Talk from MHATV, which also, just like the gotcha videos, any of that old stuff is deleted. I think the oldest video you can find on my channel is one of these shitty song covers, which are videos that I'm quite happy with. Like, yes, I'm terrible at singing, but that's kind of the point. Like, the videos I have fun recording, they don't sound good. I'm not claiming to be a good singer, but they're fun to make. They're fairly quick to make as well. I don't think I ever spend more than a day on them. Because, again, I'm not good at singing, so they're just quick things I can make. I do it for fun. I do my best to make sure the original creators are credited, because I'm not gonna try claim like fucking Quest Aloud's lyrics as mine. And those I will probably end up making more of those styles of video, because I enjoy them. And they do decent for how big of a channel I have, because it's, again, 42 subscribers, but they can get a decent amount of views. There was a bit of time where I tried doing gaming in general, but that came in the problem of the only device I have access to is a phone, at least for a while. So it's just whatever I could find on my phone, and since I don't have a budget, I couldn't really buy new games, which made what I could play so much more limited. And a lot of those old videos are gone. I think even the Terraria stuff, which I'd intended to be a long-running thing, do a full let's play, I believe that's gone. And I have since gotten a VR, which I fucking love playing. It can get a bit awkward, especially this time of year, because at the time I'm recording this, it's the middle of summer. When this gets uploaded, God knows, because a lot of the time with the VR stuff, I record it and don't end up editing it for another 2 months, and then it gets posted. I've tried any game I've tried to keep a long-standing playthrough of, Help Wanted. I had recorded up until the end game and just never got round to editing it, just because I didn't have spare time. Whereas something like this, I do not think I would have to edit. I can keep this all as is. The only downside is you might be able to hear what the hell's happening outside my house, because obviously my room is soundproofed. It's the middle of summer, which means there's going to be children out and about screaming their heads off. Which, if you can hear, I am so fucking sorry. But VR has generally been fairly fun to make. When playing on the phone, it's a lot harder to commentate on gameplay when you're just pressing buttons and it's getting very dull. Whereas with VR, there's a lot more involvement. I'm physically interacting with the space of the games. I can look around, find little details. And it's a lot more interesting for me to make. It's more fun. Because something like this, if it was a mobile game, my controls should probably be running, jumping, and that's about it. It's buttons to press, not much to commentate on. But with VR, where I'm looking matters. I physically interact with stuff. There's stupid collisions that can make stuff more interesting. And it's just genuinely a lot more fun. It's also about as much the most exercise I ever get, which is also fun. The one downside to VR is I have a tendency to lose track of time. Between sometimes recordings are like an hour long, which I can't send to my phone. Like, I've fully recorded Waltz of the Wizard. Like, I explored just about everything I could before learning that the video's file sizes were actually too large to be sent to my phone. Which meant those videos were kind of ditched. So all that's left of those recordings is the one short I was able to make, which is meant to be like a little trailer for them, which I do have fun with those styles of shorts. Just have a bit of a game as a short and maybe extra long videos. Like, this video definitely has space to be cut into shorts, which I probably will do, because shorts get more views than long form. Like, I am more likely to find an audience via shorts than just uploading this as is, but I'm still going to upload this full thing because I want to. Whether or not it gets views or not should not matter, because this channel was never meant to be popular. Like, when I was younger, I definitely went into the expectation that if I'm not getting views, then I'm doing something wrong. Because I would watch all these big creators. Like, I grew up watching Captain Sauce, who's like genuinely one of the most well-respected creators I've seen. The guy he's not necessarily overly big, but he's got a massive audience and he makes fairly quality videos, at least in my opinion, and is well respected enough that he can leave for a year and the audience will just patiently wait for him to come back. And when I started this channel when I want to say like 12. I'd have to double check if I'm wrong, or, well, if I actually bother checking, I will leave a pinned comment. But going into something with the expecting to do well, while thinking that there's no point in doing this if you don't do well, is stupid. If I find an audience, so be it, but the point of this should be my enjoyment more than just getting popular. If I'm not having fun with it, I shouldn't just keep trying to make videos because people want to watch. I can make videos because I enjoy doing it. It gives me a chance to share things that I enjoy. Which is how realistically you should treat anything in life. You shouldn't do anything that you don't enjoy. Like, when I started this channel, I think I was either starting high school or I was still in primary school. And now I'm in college. Like, I've just gotten done with my first year of college. And if you were to ask me what I wanted to do back when I started this channel, I would have told you I wanted to go into like maths, because it was what I was good at, and my brain thought I should just do it because I was good at it. That's what makes the most sense. But since then, and going through high school, I realised how dull it was. I wasn't trying to do it because I had enjoyed it, I was trying to do it because I was good at it, because it was what I thought was expected of me. It's what I was expected to do well at. So it was what I thought I had to do. But that just led me down not really a good path. When you're just doing stuff for the sake of doing it, it doesn't help. It makes you feel like shit, for lack of a better way of putting it. Like, I have not been in a good place mentally for a while, and doing shit just because I feel that I have to did not help that, because that's simply the way that life works. So come time to figure out what I wanted to do for college, while the expectancy would have been that I do maths, since I was always ahead of people. It's what I could do without a second thought. But since I found it dull, I decided to do something I found fun, which in my case ended up being drama or acting, which I managed to get into a college that specialises in it, which I was so happy with. And in the 1 year I've had, I do not think I've been happier. I've enjoyed doing it, and for the first year I've done well, and that's just because I was happy to actually do it. I wasn't trying to do well for the sake of doing well. I was just doing stuff because I was happy, because I wanted to do it. And that's ended up with me getting one of the what I think is the highest grade I could possibly get for the first year, and that's the first form. And that's just the way it goes. If you do something you enjoy, you'll eventually find success in it. But if you do something just because you're good at it, and based solely off the expectation that you're meant to be good at it, that's what you're meant to do, sure, you might find success, but you won't be happy. And that, for me, is translated to this channel a bit. Because with a lot of my videos, I think I was trying to find success when I really shouldn't. If success comes, don't get me wrong, I will be happy about it. But if it doesn't, so be it. It shouldn't stop me from doing something I enjoy. And it's not like I'm expecting this to be a job. Because that's just how it is. But it was what I was trying to treat it as. I was treating it as if this was all that I should be doing. Like I shouldn't bother with other stuff, because this should be something. Because I had that expectancy of this needs to be something that's successful. which it shouldn't. This should be treated as a hobby. And as I've said about 20 times now, if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. If it does not, it does not. And because the mindset of this, I needed this to go somewhere, I didn't really want to edit. I didn't want to make the videos so I could post them. But then I was looking at my friend Bailey's videos, which I'll credit channel in the description, because he has been trying to figure out what he wants to do with his channel. He weren't uploading much for a while, just like I haven't, and he seems to be leaning into short form content, and you know what, good for him. Because he's finding what works for him. He's finding something he enjoys doing. He has an audience, may not be the biggest, but he's happy with that audience, which is how it should be. And it's how I should be treating this. I shouldn't be expecting to do well just because I'm uploading. I should be uploading because I enjoy it. And due to that, it's going to result in me trying to upload again. It's not going to be frequent, not by any metric. But instead of doing what I've been doing in trying to copy formats I know do well, I should be just doing what I enjoy. The video like this has been what was I saying? A video like this is something I enjoy. As I said before, I've played this game in my own time a decent bit. And I enjoy it, and this video's just been me talking. A lot of other ones I felt obligation to make like commentary on what I was doing, which resulted in me talking less because I didn't know what to say, and now I've essentially been talking almost non-stop for 22 minutes. And there's a decent chance this video is just being uploaded as is with no edits. And that's fine by me. Okay, I'm not heading that way. And I've had fun recording this. I've just been playing a game and been talking. I've been letting out stuff that I've been wanting to say for a while. While also just speedrunning through this fucking game. Because a lot has changed since I've last uploaded. I've changed my name. Like when I last uploaded I was still Harvey, but I've since decided to go by Dawn. I've since realised that I'm either non-binary or potentially trans. I'm still probably figuring that out. And and I've since become more comfortable in my skin. Because I've stopped trying to pretend that I'm just happy with how I'm doing things. I've stopped trying to pretend I'm just happy with the way life is. And instead I've decided to start actually thinking for myself instead of just thinking about what is expected. And while I definitely still have a ways to go before I'm in a state where I'm truly happy, I'm at least getting somewhere. Because life hits like a truck. Well, more specifically, it hits like a truck hitting a isekai protagonist. And there's nothing you can do about that. Whether you like it or not, life is gonna have its ups and downs. Can you even go anywhere from here? But what you can do is you can try and make the most of the cards you have been dealt. You've dealt a bad hand. You got to figure out what to do with it. And my god, have I been dealt a lot of bad hands. But that's just life. Sure, some of it could be avoided. I've made choices that have made things worse, and I've made choices that have made things better. Some of the bad hands, yeah, might have been my fault, but I can't change that now. So I shouldn't be worrying about those bad hands. I should be trying to make the hand I've been dealt work. And if it doesn't work for me now, it should work for me eventually. I might just be missing the pieces to make it work. And eventually, I will find them. But that could take weeks, could take days, could take years. I could have the pieces in 5 minutes. Who knows? Certainly not me. Certainly not you. And certainly not anyone. No one can control what comes at them in life. As much as you may think you can, it's only a matter of time before something happens. As is the way of life. And there's not really much you can do about it. So all you can do is just play the cards you're dealt and do your best with them. Like you would any card game. Like, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. If you look at it like any hand in a card game, it may not be the best. You might have drawn a card you don't normally want to see outside your deck. But that's the card you've been dealt. You've got to try and make it work. And by God, am I going to make it work? Because if I were to just give up, I probably wouldn't be recording this right now. I probably wouldn't be doing anything right now. Chance I wouldn't be here. Because if you just give up, you don't get to see what could have worked. You don't get to see what could have happened. There's no reason that I should give up. Because there's still more pieces I could potentially find. There's more pieces that can potentially make stuff work. What's not working is me in this game. But that's just the way it is. You'll eventually get stuff to work. And that's partially why I chose a game like this. Because, I mean, I was expecting to fail more, like, early on. But I don't think I fell in the first section. Again, I might be wrong. My memory's not that good. But the reason I can do well with this game is that I've played it multiple times, I've beat it multiple times, and I've figured out what works. Like, the first time I played it was just as is. I didn't know any ways to make it quicker. I didn't really know how best to move around. And the first time I played it, I think it took me 2 hours to beat it. Yeah. Here, it's taken me 30 minutes to get to the 25 I think it was when I got here. But I got to the final level fairly easily because I found what works. And I might make more videos like this, just talking while playing something. If I could figure out how to stream VR, fuck, I might do streams. Just talking while playing games. Sometimes you just need an out. I spent most of high school just trying to hide when stuff was wrong, and all it resulted in was things getting worse. Like, I did not have as many friends as I did when I started this channel, because I would often let stuff build up, and that just results in pushing people away and you not being happy. Which is just the worst thing I could have done. And some of those friendships, I know I'm not getting back. I did what I could. But I've been dealt this hand. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. And now, it's just trying to figure out what to do with that hand. So in terms of this channel, it's going to be not trying to do what I used to do of trying to get videos out regularly. I'm going to record whenever I feel like recording, and you'll either get the fully unedited thing and maybe an edited version later on, but there will be videos posted, and it's just going to be me doing stuff I like. And in time, it might end up becoming something bigger, something that works. But it also might not. so be it. Like, for now, I'm stuck with VR as like the main thing I can really do. And I'm fine with that because I enjoy it. And if I ever stop enjoying it, I stop recording. But hopefully, I don't. But I can only know a time. This has been like 30 something minutes of me just rambling. I thank you all for watching, and I hope that you'll see whatever I do next. And if you don't, you don't. Either way, have a good day. Where the fuck's the